Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetsNews.com, and today we are here at the Samsung event, and they have launched the Samsung Galaxy Alpha, which we have with us. This is how the device looks. One thing which I really like about this device is the overall look and feel, which makes it really premium in terms of the overall look and feel. As far as edges are concerned, edges are kind of chamfered, as you can see, and they are metal edges. So you have a metal frame which is actually holding the complete phone together, and it looks very good, very premium. And one more thing which is good about the phone is that the phone has a 4.7-inch display, which makes it really easy to hold in one hand and also to use it with one hand. This is one thing which I really like, unlike the Samsung Galaxy S5 which we have seen earlier, which is slightly bigger. For those who actually like the one-handed usage of the phone will love this one. In terms of specification, this device is good enough. We have Exynos chipset on this device, unlike the global variant which actually has Snapdragon 801. So we will get Exynos chipset on this device as of now. Samsung may launch the Qualcomm variant as well, the Snapdragon 801 variant as well on this particular phone in the market. We will see that when it happens. So in terms of the overall look and feel, I can show you the phone closer. You can see that we have polycarbonate back cover, which again looks very nice. It does have a kind of a textured design, as you can see, which looks very nice, and it has a matte finish to it. Give you a very nice feel when you hold this device in hand, and it has a rubberized kind of a finish at the back side, which makes it good in terms of the overall feel when you hold it in hand. We have the heart rate sensor and the LED flash over there. As you can see, we have the 12 megapixel camera on this device. The front camera on this device is a slightly lower camera. We will tell you about that later. Let's take a look over the connectivity. At the bottom, we have connectivity for the micro USB, which is right now covered with the security thing. We have a primary microphone over there. We have loudspeaker over there on the edges. And again, everything looks very good and cool and premium on this phone. Over here we have the power and sleep key, which is again a metallic button. Gives you good amount of feedback, but not great feedback. Yes, it does give you feedback. At the top you have 3.5mm audio jack. We have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat on this device. On this side we have the power and sleep key, which is also a metal button. And again, the back cover can be removed from this device and the battery can come out. So this is how you can remove the back cover, and here we have the battery. The battery is slightly lower on this device, but again on this 4.7-inch, I think the battery should be good in terms of the overall backup. It is an 1850 milliampere hour battery which we have on this device, should be able to give you around 1 day battery backup. Here we have the SIM card slot, and we do not have a micro SD card slot on this device. The storage will be limited. That means you cannot expand the storage on this device once you buy it. Again, to actually have the kind of a design, this kind of a design, they have actually made the phone slim, and it is only 6.7 millimeter in terms of the thickness, which makes this phone really thin in terms of the overall form factor and the thickness, which actually makes it very light as well. Let me just talk about the physical specifications. So in terms of the weight, it is only 115 gram, which makes it fairly light, and you can say that the weight is quite comparable to an iPhone 6 as well. So we have an iPhone, sorry, not an iPhone 6, but an iPhone 5. So we have an iPhone 5 over here. I can just remove this protector. Okay, so this is how the iPhone 5 looks like. It is approximately 111 gram, and this is 115 gram. So you can say that this device can be compared with an iPhone 5 in terms of the look and feel as well. However, the edges on the Samsung Galaxy Alpha are metallic, they are aluminum, and over here we have aluminum edges as well on iPhone 5 as well, whereas the back is also aluminum, but in this case on the Samsung Galaxy S5 we have plastic being used, which is polycarbonate plastic. So thickness of the device and the weight of the device is something which will attract you, because this is the most important thing. You have a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen. It is a 720p display, gives you approximately 312 pixels per inch, and the viewing angles of the display are really good, so you can view the display from extreme angles without any issues, and you will not notice any discoloration. Camera is also decent enough. Let's take a look over the phone from the front side. We have the proximity and ambient light sensors over there. We have nice metallic earpiece. We have physical home button over there, which also have a fingerprint sensor. So fingerprint sensor is also there on this device. So taking a look over the physical home button, it does have a fingerprint sensor, and it will work the same way which we have seen on the Samsung Galaxy S5. Let's talk about the software. Software is again TouchWiz UI, which is running on top of Android, and it is quite responsive and pretty fast enough in terms of animations. Everything is quite smooth on this device, but the device is just out of the box and it is not running too many applications in the background. So we'll check the actual thing once we get this device for review. As far as About Phone is concerned, let me just show you the version of Android this device is running. For that we need to go into About Phone. Let me just find that. Okay. Okay, here we have the about device information. So we should have Android KitKat on this device. Yeah, so we have the latest version of Android as of now, that is 4.4.4 KitKat running on this device. We have storage information over there. I can show you the storage, and this is very important because this device does not have a micro SD card slot, so that means the storage will be limited. And here we have the storage, and under the storage we can see that this is the 32 GB variant, which should be sufficient in terms of the available memory, because the available memory on this device is 23.51 GB. So this is the 32 GB variant. We will confirm the price. The price which has been announced for this device is 39,990, which is fairly high, but if you get 32 GB variant in that particular price, then it looks like a decent choice, because on 32 GB variant you get approximately 23 GB, which should be good. But if you have 16 GB variant coming for that, then it is not a great deal. Let me just show you the power saving options. So we do have ultra power saving mode as well on this device, just like we have seen on the Samsung Galaxy S5. We do have capacitive touch buttons over there, which has backlit LED, so you can actually see them even in dark room, which is definitely a good thing. Let me just go into settings and show you some of the things. We do have location access as well on this device, so GPS navigation will work on this device without any issues. You just need to enable location services. You also have finger scanner, as we already told you. You have motion and gesture supported. AirView is also supported on this device. As far as tethering is concerned, we do have support for Wi-Fi tethering. So you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this device and share the 3G internet. You do have support for USB tethering and Bluetooth tethering. And one thing I would like to tell you is that this version, which has been launched in India, the Samsung Galaxy S5 does support 4G as well in India, and it will work with Airtel as of now. It might support some other frequencies later on, but we will confirm that. As far as SIM is concerned, it will accept a nano SIM, so you have to insert a nano SIM into this device. Micro SIM will not go in. On the storage front, this device has 32 GB of internal storage and 2 GB of RAM we have on this device. Let's take a look over the RAM scenario and find out what is the amount of free RAM which you will get on this device. So let's take a look over the application scenario first of all for that. And we have to find the application manager. So here we have the application manager, and over here we have all the running applications which are running on this device in the background. And as of now, out of 2 GB of RAM, approximately 854 MB of RAM is free, whereas 1 GB of RAM is being used. However, the device is pretty responsive. I do not face any lag on this device with this much amount of RAM. As far as the applications are concerned, these are the applications which we will get. So we have all these regular applications from Samsung. We do have some application coming loaded from Google as well. So there are Google and Samsung related applications which will come pre-installed. Let's take a look over the camera performance of this device, and I will take a photo of my iPhone 5 just like I always do. So let me just show you the quality. And again, we are taking this photo right now in a room with some artificial light, so we do not have good amount of artificial light. This device does have fast autofocus as well, so the autofocus is pretty fast on this device. And let me just take this photo right now. So we have just taken the photo, and let me just show you the same. So I need to enable the rotation, I guess. Screen rotation is enabled now. Okay, yeah. So this is how the photo looks like. As far as camera is concerned, I can say the camera clarity is very good. I can see the details as well as the color production is as just like we see the original object over there. And as far as other options are concerned, I can show you the camera options over here. So we have this kind of camera interface which does have a pretty fast focus. So I think it should have face detection as far as focus is concerned, because the focus is pretty fast. Let me just, so it does have face detection focus. And when we talk about HDR mode, you do have support for HDR mode. You can record high definition video at 720p as well as at 1080p, and you can also record 4K resolution videos from this device, which is definitely a good thing. So this device almost have everything as far as camera is concerned. If you compare it with the Samsung Galaxy S5, the camera is lesser in terms of megapixel, but it is full in terms of functionality. And when it comes to the front camera, I can show you the view from the front camera as well. So here we have the front camera. It does have a timer mode as well, so it can detect a face automatically and can take a photo. This is how the camera quality will look like. It does have face detection, as you can easily see, and the camera quality from the front is really good. So you can do high definition video calls from the front camera. I can show you the settings for the video. So over here we have the settings for the video. You can record high definition video both at 720p as well as at 1080p on this device, which is definitely a very good thing. Let's take a look over other things which we might have missed. So Let's take a look over the phone dialer. So phone dialer is again the basic phone dialer which we see on other Samsung phones as well, touchless UI. We do have the option of making a video call from the phone dialer as well, which is definitely good. And let's take a look over the messaging application now. So here we have the messaging application, and on this messaging application I can create a new message over here. Let me just try. Okay, the messaging application also integrates email. So over here we have the keyboard, and the keyboard does not have continuous input typing enabled by default. You can always use it, but it is not enabled by default. And typing on this device should not be an issue, although this device is slightly smaller, 4.7-inch display. But the portrait typing, even if you want to type with one hand, you should be able to do it, because you do get a pop-up, and typing is quite decent experience on this device. In case you have thick fingers, you can always type in the landscape mode as well, like this, which makes things slightly more easier. So in all, I would like to say that this is a pretty decent phone for the price. The price is slightly higher, that is something which I do agree, but hopefully it should come down within the next few months. In case you are looking for a premium, high-end, affordable budget phone which should have metal edges, which should have a metallic look, then you can always go for this one. So in case you don't like the bigger display phones like Samsung Galaxy S5, in case you want to have a Samsung phone with premium looks and the light form factor, so one thing which is really good about this phone, or one of the few things, is the lightweight, great form factor, one-handed usage is very good, and the overall build quality is very high. So it is quite solid. You can do it like this and nothing will happen to the phone. So these edges are actually metal and they are very strong. So that's all from us. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. I would love to help you. Thanks for watching this video. In case you have any questions, you can always leave your questions in the comment section below. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.